Right, so today we're going to be looking at a man with a penis on his arm. So this documentary came out last year from Channel 4. It's about three men who are all in a similar situation. We're going to start with Malcolm McDonald. And for the last 6 years of his life, he has lived with a penis attached to his arm. So you brain boxers out there might have realised this man's clearly not 6 years old, so the penis couldn't have always been there. So if he wasn't born that way, you're probably wondering how it got there and why it was there. Well, Malcolm's original penis fell off. Yeah, I'm being serious, it just fell off.
Oh, it's gone.
Anyway, I'll let Malcolm explain exactly what happened to it.
Fingers started going black, the old toes started going black. Penis started going black. I went to the toilet and it fell off.
Because the reason this actually happened was he kept getting abscesses and he kept popping them. It led to sepsis, which then led to his fingers and his toes and his penis going black. So then it fell off. And he said that once it fell off and the paramedics turned up, he said that he threw the original in the bin and he called them and said that he could roll the original stump out like a sausage roll. So once his penis had fallen off, he went into surgery to get a new one. And he actually got to choose the size of the penis that he was getting, and he actually chose 6 inches, which, I mean, is pretty humble. You know, I think if most people had the chance to pick a penis, you'd pick bigger than 6 inches. So the replacement was made on his arm using the skin from his arm to form the penis. During the operation, they had to stop after forming the penis on his arm due to a lack of oxygen in Malcolm's blood. Well, I don't know why he couldn't just breathe, it would have solved a lot of issues. And then for the last 6 years, he still hasn't had the penis moved from his arm down to the right place because of just various delays, like him not turning up apparently, and of course the goddamn pandemic. Took away our schools, took away our work, took away Malcolm's penis. So this documentary actually shows some insight on what it's been like to live with a penis on his arm for the last 6 years, and it's actually quite sad, even though I'll be making jokes about it. So it's obviously had a massive impact on the way he lives his life. He mentions multiple times how he doesn't feel like a man because of it. But it's not all down in the dumps, don't worry. He does have some fun with it. He actually used it to hold his darts when he's playing, which is a very creative way of playing, if you ask me. But, I mean, I wouldn't, do that when you go to the pub. It's a bit unsanitary. He actually does have quite a few funny moments in this. Here are some of my favourites in the show. Like when he shows that you can call someone a knobhead the proper way. Dickhead!
Oh,
He also talks about how him and his dad used to do Exy together.
I remember getting pissed up with her the first time on that old English cider.
even got grounded together.
He also made a song to help him deal with his current situation. I'm assuming he'd sing to himself in some mornings.
Why are we waiting? We could be masturbating.
And my personal favourite is his answer to this question.
Do most people drink on a Monday at 12 o'clock?
I hope not.
And by the way, his answer is funny. All right? It's a question about how much he drinks, which obviously isn't a funny subject. This man was clearly an alcoholic at the time of filming this. So Malcolm did eventually get a new surgery booked, and he got his penis moved to the right place, and they actually filmed the surgery being set up. They said that this would be his last time, otherwise he wouldn't be able to get the surgery done, like this was his last chance, and his response was to get really angry about it.
Oh, man, I don't even want a fucking operation. Still, it's fucking arse.
And now I don't really understand why he'd get so angry about it. Like, surely you'd be really grateful this is happening. I don't know, I kind of get the feeling from what I've seen that he's missed multiple of these operations and he's just not turned up. And that's why the doctors gave him the ultimatum. If he doesn't turn up to this last one, he can't go at all. Which, I don't know, I just wanted to point out, I just think it's quite funny, the fact that this man had a penis on his arm and he's just not been turning up to appointments. Like, surely that would be your number one priority when you've lost it. Anyway, he's gone for the surgery, he's done it, and you might be happy to hear that he's now got it in the right place.
First thing I done was look down and was like, oh, my days. They got it right this time.
And he looks very happy with it too.
It could be light at the end of the tunnel, son.
But yeah, no, it was quite a sad story, really. I mean, I'm glad that it worked out in the end, but I don't really know if the penis was going to fix him, because he seemed like, like quite a broken man already. So I just messaged him to see how he's doing, but he obviously didn't answer. So you may be wondering who are the other men in the documentary. Well, one of these men was the one born without a penis, and the other one was born a woman and has transitioned to a man. So we're getting like 3 different perspectives on the same situation, really. So next we follow this fellow who's now... what's his name? We're going to follow this geezer. I've completely forgotten his name. Anyway, this man was born with like a semi kind of penis, like not a semi. Like they couldn't tell at birth whether or not he was a boy or not. So this man's already gone through the surgery that Malcolm went through, and it was actually done in one day, not 6 years apart. And in the documentary, we're following him get an upgrade to his one, as he's getting a pump put inside it so he can actually start to use it. And he decided that he's going to talk all about this while having family dinner, and you can tell that they're all just sat there uncomfortable. They clearly do not want to talk about it. Well, actually, maybe his mum is enjoying talking about it, because she likes to have a good look at it later on. Like, I know this is a big part of their lives, but surely it's still weird for your mum to just stare at your erect cock. I mean, I wouldn't know, I've never had a mum anyway. So, he has the surgery so he can actually play with his new toy.
It is to be kept erect for the next 2 weeks.
And fuck me, 2 weeks for a boner. I couldn't imagine having a boner for that long. Like, imagine you got to call up work and tell them you reason you can't be in for the next 2 weeks. Like, yeah, I can't come in. Why not? Well, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be hard as rock, mate. And then we see him go out on a walk with his erect penis, and we get this weird exchange.
Are you looking forward to seeing my first erection?
Yes, I am.
So, to us, with context, it's not... No, it is still weird, but it's not that weird given what his story is. But can you imagine, like, just walking past this conversation? It's just a grown man talking to his mother, and he's just like, but you can't wait to see my first erect penis. And that would be one that would stick with you. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week for another film review or something like that. I don't know. Oh, and I just realised, if you was wondering who the other man was in the documentary, I couldn't be asked to go over him.